So guys, has has everyone able to solve that questions? Anybody who is not still able to solve the simple list question that I gave to you? Sum, average, max, minimum. How many of you won't able to solve it, and how many of you don't? Let me know if my screen is visible to you. Is it visible? Great. So let's see the solution. I'm gonna solve every question that I gave to you. Okay. This is the question. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Let me create a list first of all. Okay. This is my run score list, and first let me make the list. Now I'm gonna make a variable for everything that we have to find. Let's make variable first of all for length. Let's take length as a 0 because in the beginning length would be 0. Let's make your average runs also 0. Okay, then we have to find the sum of runs also 0. Maximum runs is equal to 0 and minimum runs, that's for all. Okay, so let me show you the code in a very simple manner. Just who solved it, it's great. Who doesn't able to solve that, just see the how the code will go for. Let's use the for loop. Okay, let's take the iterator in which we have to loop it over. Run score. Okay, we gonna first of all we gonna update the length. Okay, let's first update the length of runs. I'm gonna use the same logic that I used for your sum, but instead of adding the iterator, I will add only one every time. Why? Because the number of type your loop runs, your iterator move over that list, that is the length of your runs, that is the length of your list. That's how you can find the length of a list. And the same goes for sum of runs. Just try to see the code and understand the logic that I used to calculate the sum of runs, and here I have to add the I. Is it clear to everybody? The logic I used for the
Yes,
length
sir.
of our runs and sum of runs. Okay, let's calculate this. And Length, okay, I take length only. Make it length of runs. Okay, the code has been saved. Let me check the length first. Length of runs. Is it? It is 12. Fine. Let me check the sum as well. And it is 831. Guys, are you clear with the sum and the length of runs? Length of list.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, everybody knows how the average runs can be found. I can take the sum or I will take the length and I will divide it by this. And your average is done. This is your average. How many of you able to solve the maximum runs and the minimum runs with the help of a for loop? How many of you? Okay, show me the code that you have done for that. Okay, let me show you how to use it for the length of a run. Okay, just try to see the logic I'm gonna use for that. You have to use some kind of a condition. You have to compare your iterator with something so you can able to find that in that scenario. So let me make the variable. I already made the variable maximum and minimum runs, so no worries with that. So let me show you how to find the maximum. Then I can store the maximum runs. So I will store the maximum runs is equal to I. If I is greatest, it will store one by one the maximum and it will compare your run. Let's say first your maximum runs is 0. It will move to the list as a first. What is our list? Let us see that. Runs of score. Let's say our list has 99. It will store 99 inside the maximum runs and it will compare. Your iterator will go one by one to the next to the next. First, second, third, and fourth. Let's say stored first 99, then the iterator will go 67. And the 99 is stored in the maximum runs. It will compare them. So 99 is still greater. Okay. Then it will go to 56, 77. It's only possible if there is any number greater than 99. If it is not, then it can store the iterator as the maximum number. Let's run the code and see the code if it works or not. Let me print the maximum runs as well. Let us see the code works or not.
तो अभी तो
Guys,
अभी तो तो आओ
guys, guys, it worked out. Fine. Yes, one. Don't one. Ask to cook. Yes. Mhm. With the next iteration. Yes. आपने कोड किया है अब बस बस okay, okay, no worries. So try to write, it's no problem, but try to make some kind of a logic by yourself. So see, anybody has a doubt in this, the maximum runs we have found. How did we do that? Because guys, see, first of all, see here that I have stored every kind of a thing, every variable here as a zero. Please just switch off your mics because somebody mic is on and voice is coming from the background. I think Ria, somebody, just mute your mic. So guys, maximum runs I stored at a zero. What the iterator will do, I will use the for loop. It will do loop one by one. First, it will store the first, what will be the first number in the list. It will store that in the maximum run. And what will it will do after that? It will go to next iteration and compare the number. That first number has been stored inside this maximum runs. Fine. When the maximum run any kind of a digit, let's say any number 20, 30, 40 will be stored in this. It will be compared. Let's say 20 is the first number that can be stored. Let's just assume for a second. And that number will be compared with the next number inside the list. If the number is greater than 20, it can be stored again, otherwise not. That's it. That is the simplest logic I have showed you. That is the logic here. If the number is greater than maximum, then only it gonna store that in the maximum run again. Otherwise, it will gonna keep that number until it will find the bigger number than that. Okay. Is this code clear to everybody?
Sir.
So same you can do for the minimum. Can you able to do that for the minimum? Can you switch the signs in front of I and the maximum runs? If I can use the same code, let's say the same code, I will use. I'm going to change only some things. So let's say, okay, but guys, can you see the number is zero? Can anybody tell me why? You guys should try it by yourself as well.
Max run variable name has to be changed.
Okay, okay, one more thing to change here. See, still. Yes, guys, that's the great thing that you're able to find out. So, guys, can I do something more tweak to this, only this code for the minimum run? Let me, can I do one thing? Can I tweak and use my own logic? Can I do, I will store the maximum run, sorry, minimum run as the maximum run. Now it will work. Can you tell me? Now it is fine. Let's check the code.
Yes, sir.
See, see, it will work. Why? Because after getting to the highest number, it can able to come to the smaller one. But what if we start at a zero? How can it be able to go below that? Below that, it only possible if there is some minus thing, like negative thing, exist in your list. Is this code clear, or do I need to explain it once again? Just let me know. So you have to create another logic to give the list something again the highest. If you know your list has, let's say, all the numbers are less than 100, then provide some big number to the minimum runs instead of a zero. But I, yeah, but I find this one more convenient. Let's find the out the maximum run first, and then I don't have to code and provide any digit from by myself. I don't have to define any number. I will just provide the maximum number inside the minimum number, and it will check accordingly with that number.
Sir, we can also initialize with the starting index of the list.
What are you saying? Yeah, I said you. There are so many ways to solve this question. Is not any fix that you have to use this only this logic. Whatever kind of a new things you want to try, you can try. Provide the first thing and any other thing, any other logic that you find suitable. I find this one more interesting, like more interactive one. So I use the maximum run instead of any number. I don't have to do the hard coding, na. Let's my code do the work for me.
da suke a duniya muna godiya kuma a ci gaba da bibiyar
Guys, just keep your mic shut. Okay,
Sir,
go on.
can we use last index uh, like last index? Can we start from there?
Yes, you can provide the, let's say, something like this run score. So any kind of index you can provide, let's say -1. It will work. See, it's up to you. How do you want to code it? Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So guys, there are already inbuilt functions inside the Python. You don't have to write this code every time, but this code is to just to teach you the simple logic. So you have to understand somebody code that thing for you. You can write only this one, this thing, this can do the work for you as well. But somebody has written the inbuilt function sum behind your classes and objects. In the objects oriented programming, there is a way to tweak and make functions for your somebody made already the inbuilt function in the Python that can do the same thing for you. You can see I can able to find multiple type of these things by just doing this. Maximum, average, mean, all will be found with this. We all have a built-in function for sum, average, length, like this. So is this clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
So can you do this one thing for me? Hmm, can you do make a empty list, something like this? Empty, empty list, empty list. And you have to create empty list like this. You can create the empty list like I create the empty variable, some variable, na zero. You can create the empty list like this and try to run the for loop for this above list and for in this, let's say, run score, and try to append the number that are divisible by 2. Can you do that for me? Everybody,
Sir, can you
you
repeat
have
the question?
you have to, let me tell you, append. I teach you append function. Can you append only append the only odd, yeah, even, let's say even numbers. Okay, even numbers in the list. Can you able to do that with the help of a for loop?
सर यूजर इनपुट करना है कि मतलब समझ नहीं आया सर.
Okay, you can make the list like this. You don't have to take let's say uh let's say I can show you, no worries. Make the list like this first. Okay, this is the list. Make a simple one, don't go to the input, otherwise everybody will confuse. Just make a list and try to make another empty list or run a for loop in this list and try to try to append, make a new list, try to append only the number that are even numbers. Let's say 99, 67, no, 56 only, 88, 60, 90. 58, something like this. Try to make something like this.
Sir, can we use if condition for this?
Yes, you have to use if, guys. That's why I want you to solve this. That's why I want you to solve this. You have to use the if condition, and you have to use the append function as well that I have to teach you.
Yes, sir.
So you mean that we have to the loop will search for the number which is divisible by 2
Yes,
and
yes,
for
yes.
list
You
that
have to
will
search for
enter
the loop.
another list.
Yes. Try to keep the code to yourself until everybody solves it. So let everybody solves. When I try to solve that you can share your code. Guys, just take a minute and try to solve it. So guys, it's good. Somebody's been able to solve that. Let me show you the simplest code. You don't have to think too much. Okay, the code I have written in front of you, it will, let me use some iterator. Let's say J, for J in the run score, J is your iterator. It's gonna run inside your values. Let me show you simplest. I'm gonna use the control statement if. If what? If your J. If your J will be. Do you remember that sign, guys? It means it will check for the remainder. Simple. If the number is equal to 0, then it's simple, it's even. Otherwise,
Print.
it is odd. Simple. It will check only this. So, what I will do next,
Print
guys,
J.
now my list, the for loop has been able to identify that the numbers that are divisible by 2. Now what I have to do?
Print
I
J.
I have to I don't just have to print J. I can use this empty list in which I have to append these. Okay, let me use this list. This is empty list. So what I need to do? I need to add these new even numbers that inside the list inside inside this new list, that empty list. This empty list I have to do append. Append what?
And J.
Okay. If I will append the J, guys, it will only gonna add that it's only gonna add that number that is divisible by 2. Eh,
Sir,
okay. I need to return it under 4. Okay.
sir, without return it also cover.
Wait a second.
Sir, without return it also work.
I'm not able to hear your voice. Can you type it? Empty
Without
list.
return it also work.
Without?
Return it also work.
Yes, but I am seeing the problem with this thing. Then I can print library
Print
empty list here,
yes, sir.
so it can work. So guys,
Yes, sir.
we have the number. So okay, I have to define the function to use the return. It's okay. So empty list contains only the number that are divisible by 2. So you can use the same logic that are not equal to 0 to find the odd ones. So now the logic is simple and clear to you. So I have teach you like use the indexing in the list. Did we do the did we done the slicing as well in the list or not?
Yes, sir.
We didn't do na. So let me teach you only one or two example of the slicing as well. Slicing is something like say you have there is a piece of a cake and you want something start from at any particular point to any particular point you want. What is the end point and the start point? Let's say this is a run of a score. So let's say we have, I think 3, 6, 1, 12 number inside this. And I want to access the number that, let's say, start pointing will be was 0 and let's say endpoint will be 12. And I want the number only at the odd places. So this is your slicing, your start point, your end point, and your jump. You will remove the jump, it will give you the whole list. And it will, if you use the empty by default, it will give you the whole list, something like this. So you can able to manipulate in the negative direction, positive direction. Let's say I have to go from the index 5 to 0. What I have to do? That I taught
Minus.
you that in a range function, na? Range function is similar to something like this.
Yes, sir.
So how can I
Minus.
go to 5th index to 0 index?
-1.
Minus. So it's clear to you. And the list is something like this. So we will go 5th number, that is 67. And sorry, 60 to 67. Clear? So can you tell me one question if I will show you -8 to 5 and -1. Will it work or not?
Step.
It will work how? How it will work? I am moving from smaller number to bigger number, but I am using what? What kind of a jump I am using?
Sir, it will not work.
So my normal number, like if I uh, take the example of a number line, the -8 and the 5. If I have to go -8 to 5, then I have to go in a right direction, left direction to left to right direction. Then the jump should be 1. Let me run this code and you will get an empty list, I think. Okay, that is an empty list. But I will change jump na to positive because it in the right direction we need a positive jump. It will work. It will work. Return of score. The same way you can like delete any item from the list with the help of a pop function. It is a very simple. Uh, it will by default will remove the last
Any
and
digit. Any digits,
last
I
remove
think.
the last element from the list. See, your list 83 has been pop. If I will do pop once again, it will remove one more item, and the list has been only 41. Something like this. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
But
Sir,
if you provide any let's say any index, then the pop will work with the index as well. Let me remove 0. What will be the 0th index? Okay, then the 99 is over. Is this clear?
Yes.
yes, sir.
There are so many function like this, but these are not very important function. But I just teach you because I teach you how to add in the list. So I told you how to remove as well. There are so many other methods like remove method, pop method. There are different method that you can do. You can also use the count method as well. It can count the direct how many inside the list. Let's put count. Like it can count the any number that is repeating more time. Let's say 67. Because it can be a possibility. There can be 1,000, 2,000 entries in your list. You have to find how many times that number repeat. Fine. These are some basic function of a list. We don't have to study all. We have to study only the important one. And there is a reverse also. Let's say reverse. The list will be reverse. List reverse na. It reversed. Your list has been reversed. Okay, can you tell me one thing? I have teach you the slicing and indexing. Can you teach me this way? If I have to reverse my list by using the slicing and indexing, that is a very basic thing. I taught you na how to get the last thing first and first thing last, something like this. Can you
Range
able to do
function.
that? Can you able to do that and do the reverse uh, with the help of your indexing? Can you use something like this and reverse your list again?
Yes, sir.
So guys, I told you if you provide something like this, it will give you the whole list. Okay. But if I will provide the -1 into the end, the list will be reversed again. Is it clear? Because the jump is negative. Yes, that's perfect. Let's move to another data structure, that is the sets and tuples. Let me teach you some examples of a tuples. Okay. Okay. Let me teach you some examples of a sets and tuples. So we can cover our data structures as fast as possible. So guys, there is like list, there is another data structure. Uh, can you tell me how did we define the list? Did you remember how did we define the list? There is another data structure, that is tuples. We define the list with the help of a square brackets. Fine. There is another data structure that can use something like this. That
Yes,
is
sir.
your tuples. There is a difference between the list and a tuple. This is a list, this is a tuple. But there is a one more thing that I need to add this parenthesis. This is a parenthesis. Second one is the parenthesis one.
Yes.
I need to do one more thing to make it a tuple. I will tell you later how we should make a tuple. Why we need a tuple? Why that need of a tuple came into the Python? Why they need to define some another data structure that is similar to your list, but that is not list. That is tuple. Let me define one tuple, and I can do my tuple like this. Let's say, okay, let me write this mass. Okay. Something like this. So guys, what kind of a things you able to do on a list? Just let me know that. Can we do the list? Can we do the indexing on a list? So let's try that on a tuples. A is your tuple because I stored a variable. I take the variable A and store the tuple inside this. So A is also known as a tuple. Fine. Let's see it will work or not. Guys, you can see by itself the indexing is working. Fine. So we can say both share indexing. Okay. Is the slicing possible? 0 to let's say 2 index. Yes. The slicing and indexing both works. So let me try to change something at a 0th index. Let me try to add another planet name. Let's say Venus. So guys, they say that tuple does not support the item assignment. What does that mean? That means they made another data structure that is somewhat similar, not exactly similar, somewhat similar to list, but they are not able to assign new value once they are formed. Once you made a list, you can add the items into the list. You can like let's say uh, you can add items, remove items from the list. But once you made the tuple now, you cannot remove any item from the tuples. That is the simple logic you need to remember what you when you make the tuples. So they made a tuple something like let's say you and something is a universal object and universal truth, and you have to save that in your uh, something like list. But you don't want anybody to like delete any kind of item inside the your tuples. So you made the tuple instead of a list. Is it clear? So guys, my one question to you, like, anyone can ask you, let me show you that. Let's say you guys already seen the tuples. Okay. So let me say, is this tuple? Is this tuple or not? Let me check the type of it.
Yes.
If I have to store a single item inside the tuple, is it tuple? But it is not showing tuple. Why?
Sir, it needed comma.
So guys, if I add this thing only to my code, now why is it not tuple? You add the comma. Another comma. Another. Then it will be tuple. That is fine. It's okay. It will be fine. Okay. Because sorry, we have to tap. Let's
Sir,
say.
one more
Let
parenthesis.
me no. Let me store this inside a variable first. I will make, let's say, 45 a number, and I will now check type A so you can understand easily. You don't have to confuse for a double parenthesis part. Guys, this is the integer, but if I add one comma after this, it will work. It will be tuple. So you know the single item needs to be stored inside this parenthesis. The Python has been designed in so efficient manner. They have cleared every kind of a doubt. You don't have a doubt. What if you store a single item inside the parenthesis? It won't able to create any problem. So they made a specific clarity that you need a comma after, even you have to store the single item. But if we are storing two items, then it's no problem, not any kind of cause any problem to identify a couple tuple or not. Is this clear? When we did earlier, then I was direct checking direct checking something like this. Checking one, it is considered as an integer. Then I need to do something like this. Then I have to do, because the type function work like this. This is a type function. Then I need to provide another parenthesis for to identify a tuple. So I can show you some implementation in the Python. Let's say I can do a tuple. I am making tuple like this. Some roll numbers, and I don't want them to be changed. Let's say number one is Bipin. Okay. Number two is Rajan. Rajan, and number three, side, let's say Shipul. And one more, number four as a row. This is a tuple, right, guys? Is this tuple, na? Is this tuple or multiple tuples?
Sir, I think
Multiple tuples.
it is not a
Okay.
tuple because tuple is homogeneous.
Tuple is not homogeneous. I didn't say anytime that tuple is a homogeneous. I only tell you the properties and the methods over list, and then I showed you only that there are the difference between their properties. I haven't tell you anytime the tuples are homogeneous, heterogeneous, because you can see by yourself. I have saved earlier as well the like this one as a Bipin and as a two as a different way. So they are multiple tuples. Is this clear? So let me cover them
Yes, sir.
inside the let me cover them inside the list. So this is the list sign. Clear? So
Yes,
now
sir.
can I iterate inside this? Can I iterate inside the list? Because we already did, na?
Yes, sir.
Let us check and see if it's working or not. So it's working, guys. See. So there are how many items inside your each tuple? Two.
Items.
Can we differentiate them as our two items? Let's use two iterators. Okay. Let's two iterator and print them. Let's say I will print only J this time. So is this clear? So I can use I as a separate and the J as a separate because there are different item inside the tuples. I can use that independently. Let me use some string formatting. I'm going to teach you that as well. The string formatting. Let's use string formatting. I want this roll number as so roll number as I and J for let's say name. Why I am using this, you will understand in the dictionary because I need to show you this thing because I will gonna use this thing again and I will show you this is connected with some another data structure. So I have showed you a tuple and I have stored multiple tuples inside the list. So you can also save it like this, the roll number one, name Bipin and his phone number, like something like this. So you can also use three iterators and use them independently the way you want it to be. Fine. Here, if you defined here, yes, I have changed the iterator so many times. Now, I, J, iterator, whatever you want it to be, let's say M and N. So it's up to you. The thing you have to define for that. Let's say M or N. I is the simple for the iterator. So that's why I use the iterator. I and next to the I is J and I use I and J. After I, the J will come. So next you can use IJK. So it will be easy to keep the track of them. I is for iterator. It will be easy for your like mind to align when you are writing the code. That's why they're using I most of the time. You can whatever the name you want. Let's say why not? You can use here also roll number and name. But keep one thing is mind. One thing in mind that in the string this roll number is cannot be the same. The roll number you want to display here should be same as your for the iterator in the for loop. Okay, you can use the name. It will be more easy to uh, something like this. Is it clear, guys? This is string formatting. This is a thing. This is the
Yes, sir.
thing I want to display in the front of my real name, and this thing I want to display in the front of my roll number. So inside this thing, this is the iterator that is the gonna represent the real roll number and the real name.
Sir, I have one question regarding to this.
Okay.
Sir, when we take only a single iterator,
Hmm.
just say I, then it take the whole tuple inside the
Yes,
list.
then it will take the whole tuple. Let's say 3, 4, 5 and items inside the tuples. It will gonna take 5. Let me add one more item and you will understand. Okay, I will add his phone number, something, because we have to make a consistency in that also. I think to menu value because we have to make all the items should be same. If two, every one item should be 2. If you use here, I think one iterator, then it will work. Let me write the code one again so we can understand. See guys, then you use the single, then it gonna represent your whole tuple. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. So when we take two or three iterator, then why how it's go for each tuple items?
Mm, but can you repeat that?
यस सर मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि जैसे
Hmm.
एक इटरेटर ले रहे हैं तो वो
Hmm.
होल मतलब पूरा पूरा टपल लेके आ रहा अगर जो हम दो इटरेटर लगा रहे हैं तो वो एक टपल के अंदर जाके मतलब सभी टपल्स के अंदर जाके उनके एक एक आइटम्स को शो कर रहा मतलब प्रिंट कर रहा ऐसा क्यों होता है
ऐसा तो भाई मेरे को भी नहीं पता पाइथन वालों ने क्यों बनाया है। उन्होंने दो के लिए दो बनाए हैं, तो सिंपली जैसे आप इंडेक्सिंग करते हो।
यस
बिकॉज यू सेव्ड somebody नेम इन such a way। ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? बिकॉज ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, उसके लिए आपको पीछे बैकएंड में जाके देखना पड़ेगा ना, वो भी उसके लिए भी कोड लिखा हुआ है, क्योंकि somebody has designed the language in such a way that he has the objects and the oriented and there is a functions, there is a object, and there is a properties. You have to understand these things. Let's say integer is nothing but your class. They are some all the class. The Python has been designed in a class format. Fine. So you
यस
want to find the something why this is happening. Show you the simple logic for the I iterator, then it will go every single tuples. Fine. Then I showed you if there are more than one item stored inside the single tuple, then you can use this two iterator. Okay. And you are asking why the two iterators are happening. What is the logic of that?
यस यस
No, yes, Sunny. So I showed you na that in this you can store more than two items. Then it can, you should iterate should be for a single like let's say single. If all has a three items, you can use the three iterators, because you can able to access. Let's say you have stored uh, everybody address and name and phone number, like 3333 entries inside each tuple. You have a lakh 1 lakh entries, something like this, and you will iterate and you write some code and you will say in the end the phone number matches to this number, and this person name should be this, and you will put some condition into the code, and you will able to identify something in your data very easily. And the thing you are asking, why are we taking two, that thing has been defined as a class. Then somebody makes the Python classes, the person who designed the language.
Not working. BP. Mm,
No, it's the for the string formatting. I will tell you later what is a string formatting. This is used for a string formatting.
सर बीपिन में नंबर है सिर्फ, that's why. सर बीपिन में नंबर है.
Okay, no worries.
No, it working.
So I want to solve one question for me. Let's say I have one variable b is equal to a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10. Fine. I want you to swap these numbers so it can go to the number will be swapped. The 5 will go to b and b will go to a. Can you do that? You have to swap the numbers. You can take any number you want. You have to swap the number.
Sir, can we take one more empty variable?
Yes, you have to take it because when you have, let's say, one drink in, there are two different kinds of a drink in two glasses, and you have to swap them to each other. You need a third vessel to do something like this. To try to use the third glass, first empty the first glass, and then do the swapping, and again do the swapping. Let the third glass empty again. Yes, it's also possible to without another variable. There are so many ways. You also use some mathematics way to do that also. Yeah. The empty glass is the easiest way, so it is very easy to think and conjure something that in your mind. And so let me show you the code as well. Let's use the first method, that is temp method, temporary, like let's say variable C. I will use the variable C as my, let's use the variable C. I will put my A inside the C. What will happen? Now my A is empty. If my A is empty, I can store the value of B. Now my B is empty. What I can do? I can store my B is empty. I can store the temporary values inside my B. Now the item is swept. Now you can check them, A and B. Sorry, it's B is going to C. Clear. Take the third variable C. First, try to put your A inside that. So A is empty. So you now can store the B because A is empty. Now your B is inside, B value is inside A. A will become 10. Now one half work is complete. Now what we can do? Put our third variable value inside the P. Now the work is complete. The C is your temporary variable. Now the value has been exchanged with the help of. You can also do the addition method and subtraction method used to reduce some number. But there is a simple way in the Python. You can simply do something like this. I can say something like this: AB is equal to BA. It will also work, guys. This is the third method. You can see again they are sorry. Again they are switched back. You can see. You can also use the simplest method. This will also work as a reassignment. Told you, na, Python is a very simple language. There are so many simple ways has been coded in the backend. So, and don't ask me how this happened because somebody did the code. Somebody did the code, na. Like I told you, like your some function, maximum function can work directly. You can ask like this maximum run of a store in the, it will work directly. Why? Because somebody in the backend write the code in the Python language for you. You can use the some inbuilt function directly. So somebody defined the tuples in that way that can provide that the person has provided the functionality. That functionality only can be explored with the help of, like, let's say you when you study the class, the advanced Python part, class is objects, then you have the capability, you can even change the basic structure of a Python. You can design that for yourself as well. If you understand how the classes and the objects has been defined in the object oriented programming, there is a paradigm. There is a two ways of writing the code. There is a functional way and the object-oriented programming. In the object-oriented programming, the things will be changed. There will be some more things that you will get confused at first. Sir, how this is possible? You tell this and this, this is a data type. So I can change the data type in that also. I can define that one is not a number. Is it even possible? I can change the functionality of a Python in that. So let's move to the another data structure, that is set. Why we need to use a set? Because set is a unique collection of elements and is represented by a curly bracket. Let me show you set. Now you already seen this. This is for list and this is for your tuples, and the third one, the curly brackets, is for your sets. Let me show you some of the function of a sets. Let's define some set in a variable, because they have been used to store something unique. Let me store these value in my B and let me check what my B is. So you can see the set is a kind of a thing. If we have to store some unique values, let's say you have a name of a list in which only 180 customers have done the shopping so many times, there are more than 10 lakh entries of that person. Now you need to find out how many unique person are there, and then you can use the something things like set for that part. You can use something like this in the industry when you have to find the unique identity of something, unique numbers, unique how many even number of unique. Then you can find you let them inside the set, and you can check the length of that set. Then you can tell also how many unique are there in this. So I can tell you a little bit of a set methods, and then we will do some good question on the sets. Okay. Let's say I want to add something to this existing set, so I can use add function.
Add.
77 to the list. Let's see, the 77 has been added. Okay, it has been added. Something like this simple function like list and tuples. Tuples don't have a much function because you can't change the tuples functionality. So let's. Yes, of course, because every data structure has their own unique and different functions. Sometimes they able to match in the terms of a name, but that doesn't mean they are same, because they almost work like same sometime. But let's see now, if I will add 77 again and again to the sets, it will be one time. But in the list it can be multiple time, as many as time you can add it to the list. So we can do a same function like this, remove, now remove 77. Let's say now the 77 has been removed. So what does that mean? The tuples are, we can do remove or add items to the tuples, oh sorry, sets, and so they are, we can able to change them. We can able to assign new values. Can we do indexing on this, guys? Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
don't try to learn anything. Just try to write the code and find out, because we are not in a class. So guys, see it clearly. The tuples are not subscriptal. Not try to learn anything in the coding thing. Just try to keep a practice of them. And just try to. Abbas, just mute your mic because the voice is coming from your end. Your name is showing on the list, on the panel. Just try to mute your mic. So you can also different method, update, pop method. Sometimes method works same as our, sometimes not. There's a different method inside the sets also. So list, tuples, sets. Now, let me give you a question and you should find the answer to that one. Let me. Hmm? What happened? No, let me. No, it's working. My screen is not visible to you, guys.
Mostly
No,
Yes,
I
sir, it
haven't
is
done
visible.
anything. Just let me know,
visible,
guys. Is it
visible.
pause or not? Is it working or not?
Yeah,
Yes, sir, it
yes,
is
sir,
visible.
working. Visible, sir.
Working, no? I think from your side because I haven't stopped anything. So, guys, my question to you is very simple. Let me give you a question and let me do something. Can you write a function? Write a function. Listen to me carefully. I want you to write a function to check the number is binary or not. The number is binary or not. Guys, you know what is a binary? First, let me know. You know what is
J,
binary? 0 and 1. So everybody know binary 0 1. Can you create some string something like this and you can check the string is it binary or not? You have to use the function this time. Def function, define that code inside the function. So we will enhance our coding one by one step further. You have to make something like this function check binary and do. And you can store this inside this any variable a again. No, this one a. You can check it. There is a two ways you can do this. Let us try first time. Let's take 5 minutes to try this code by yourself. It's great if you can able to do it by yourself. It's great. Let's wait for 1 more minute and I will show you the code. Okay, guys. Let's use the simplest way to do this with the help of a if statement. First, what I have to do before if statement? Let me know. I have taught you everything. What you have to do if you have to check any string, what you have to do? How you will check it?
First, we count if is there.
Okay. Then how you will check each item inside the list? How? You should loop.
Slice.
You should loop. You should loop inside the
Yes, sir.
string.
For loop.
I showed you the for loop, na? Let's
Yes, sir.
inside this A that has store your string. First it will loop. It will go the first character, then second, then third and fourth. And what do I need to check? Now I can use if condition. If my
Yes.
I is equal to what? 0 or
1.
I is equal to 1. If this is true, then what? Now we are using function. We can use the return.
So
Will return what?
why we treating a 0 like a string?
Because the 0 inside the string, na? You are checking the string. How you can check the string with a numerical number? If I will write something like this, guys, what is this? Can you able to loop inside this?
No, sir.
Because it is a single number. It is an
Yes.
integer. So first I will convert or I will make it as a string. So now string is also a data structure. Data type, data structure and like list and I will tell you. No worries in a string formatting. Now you can able to loop it. Otherwise you cannot able to loop it. Simple. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
So now
Yes, sir.
if is it equal to 0 and 1, what do I need to return, guys? You tell me.
True.
It's binary number. Else we don't have to use else, guys. Why? Because I'm using function. I can directly return. Guys, see carefully. See carefully. Abbas, mute your mic because voices has been coming from your mic again and again. So guys, just see here. I am using for loop, and the if loop is inside the for loop. Correct? Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So the return inside the this return is inside the return is inside if loop. Clear?
Yes.
Why we can also use the print, but we can also use the return. Let me show you print if you are confusing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
So, but not.
now I don't need to use the else condition. Why? Because I am using the function. I can directly use the return to conclude my function. Now I can say, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If the number is binary, then there is no need. But if the number is not binary, it will go to this line and it will return not binary.
Not
Who is this asking?
boss.
Abbas, why you every time came into the moment when you there is a different voicing coming from your mic? Whenever we revise the topic, you will come that question again that everybody already know. No, you are not briefing it out. You are doing something else out, guys. So let me do provide. Guys, you know na how to call a function.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me return. So it was inside loop, it is creating multiple times. So we have to create print outside the statement. So guys, is the number binary or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me do something else.
Not
Let me
binary.
provide something 3, 4 inside this. First,
Sir, why this giving?
wait a second. Okay, between check the code for I in A and A is okay. I in A and A is something like this. Provide, I have to provide A for my counterpart. Wait a second, let me wrap this inside parenthesis so code will be more clear to it.
Yes.
Second. I is equal to 0, I is equal to 1. Okay. Maybe I use the function name already. Let's check bin. Check bin. Okay, still. Can you able to identify something inside this code that we are missing for I in A? 2 times what? Wait a second. Written under the for loop, is it fine? I've written the first return is for if statement and this return is for this statement, then it should work. It's no problem. Let me check it. Hmm, okay. Okay. Now it's working, but why is not working 0101? It's binary. But what if I add check code 0th and that? Okay. Why is it checking only 0th index? Okay, let me use another method. Let's use some set method. So we can also able to do this with the help of a set. It's equal to then binary. What? No, it's not working only for 0th index. There's something else we can check out, no worries. First, let us check, we'll use the set method for the same code. I will check it in the meantime. Let's use set. You don't have to use any kind of a thing. We don't have to check these numbers. Let's define something here, guys. We can also work like this. So we can use something like A, and we can already define the A. We'll see. This is, let's take a set. You don't have to do much. You can also can only take, let's take string this time. Confuse string, and let's check for the string. If your has equals to 0 and 1. Now we can call we can use return, not will work, return binary, return not binary. Will work this time. Now let us check that. Okay. Okay, now this will work. This is working fine. Guys, what I have done, I defined the same function, checking your bin, and I am using the argument as a string. What I will do with the string, I am making the set of that string. What is that? If I will do the set, it will first do the unique values of whatever you have provided in that string. And how it can do that? It is doing the typecast. It will convert your string as every unique character inside the set. And what is the set? We can directly, we don't have to loop for the sets. Why? Because
Yes.
why we cannot do the loop? Because we don't have to use the index inside the set. I have showed you, na? With the logic, we cannot do the indexing. If there is no indexing, there cannot be any loop. Clear, guys? So we can directly check if our unique values inside the set is equal to 0 and 1, then it means it is
Binary.
binary. If these values are not 0 or 1, I am using the same logic that I have used earlier. Not binary. Let me show you. FJ, not binary. Any number 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Not binary. But you can provide 0, 1, 0, 1 any number of time. It will be binary. See, let me check my earlier code as well. If we're able to find, otherwise we will do it. Okay. There must be some problem in the. So is the second code clear to you, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Can
clear.
you simplify as simple as possible?
Hmm?
Can you brief the second code that you are saying?
The second code. You want me to repeat the second code? Set
Yes,
one.
sir. Yes, sir. Kindly brief.
Kindly.
Brief, sir. Brief. A short explanation.
Your voice is not clear, guys.
Network error.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
type in the chat box. What do you want to understand in this? Hello. Hello. Okay. I will do that one more time. I am using, guys, try to be attentive because you are like somewhere else and you can want to repeat for the whole class. So many times it will only gonna cause you the number of topics. So let me repeat that code once again. So guys, see, is this clear? I have defined the function like this with the help of a def.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I am using some string as an argument and I am doing the set of the string. Let me show you what will happen. I will do the set of the string. What will happen? I will do something. I am doing something like this. Okay. Okay. What I am doing now, I will doing the set of the string. Fine. Guys, it's something this will happen when you do a set of a string. Na, something well like this will happen. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When I do something like this, na, this is the set. And can I do the indexing in the set? Let me know.
No, sir.
No, no indexing.
Guys, I've showed you na very clearly. Can we do the indexing?
No,
Let
sir.
me show you once again.
No,
Don't
sir,
say
because
anything random. Let me show you. Guys, what is written here? I have showed you na earlier.
yes, sir.
So if there is no indexing, we cannot use a for loop. Is it clear?
Yes.
So I can directly make a if condition and check my set is equal to 0 or 1. Is this point clear to everyone or not? I can
Yes,
directly
sir.
use my set with 0 and 1. If my these unique values are equal to 0 or 1, they can written binary, otherwise not binary. That's the simple thing I have written. You can use the print if you're not understanding this. Written. The other written I'm using for the above function because in function we can use the written. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Mm. Let's take a minute to understand this code. In the meantime, I will see what is happening to the code above. Let me write this again. It's sometime. Mm. Let's go to 0. Okay, indentation. Mm. Let me change something more. Let me reverse the condition. Not binary, binary will happen to this. Okay. Okay, this code working now because I reversed the condition, guys. Because I didn't see much of the solution. So I reverse the condition first. If not equal to, then it means not binary. Then otherwise it will be binary. Is this understood by you? I just changed the condition here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is the both code clear to you?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Great. So let's move to the last and the most important data structure that you need to know, because there are so many times that we are using the Python libraries, and we will use these data structure interchangeably in a different ways. Let you show one more data structure that is left, and that's name is today. I will make a drive link for you and upload every notes that we have covered till here. Fine. Okay, then. So let's study dictionary. On why we need to use dictionary. Let's see that. Let's make one dictionary and see I've already made it or not. So we can finish it more quickly. When predictor honors. No worries, we can do it. Okay, I have it. Okay, guys, let me show you how the dictionary looks like. Guys, the dictionary, if you see a dictionary, na, it will same look like the set. But how we can differentiate a dictionary? Let me tell you the main thing. With the help of that, you can able to. In dictionary, you won't able to find value like this. Sorry, the set you will find the value like this. Dictionary won't get the value like this. There will be two things inside the dictionary. One is your key, and other one is your value. Clear, guys? Now this can be your dictionary. You can store every entry, every single element in that dictionary as a key value. The same, you have to repeat the key value, key value, key value. Again, you have to use, you can store as many as value you want, no restriction on that. So let's see, I've already saved the dictionary. Tally, I've given the, let's say, any code, pin code, any values you can provide it. Let me introduce it very one by one so you will be able to understand. So I will show you why I showed you the tuples earlier. Why is the reason why I'm making the tuples, two entries of a tuples, and show it to you. What is the use of that? You will understand. So this is a dictionary. Let me make a new dictionary for you. Let's say new dictionary, and we can store any values. Let me separate them and store the values inside the same way. The same the curly brackets that has been used for the sets, that can be used for the dictionary. Let me show You dictionary. I will store Delhi as a string and its pin code as, sorry, Delhi don't has a pin code. In the different districts and regions has the code inside it. Let's say any code, pin code 52, any other city, Ambala. It has another value assigned to it. Something 113100100. Only 5 digits old. Something like this. This is a dictionary's form. Fine. So can you able to make a dictionary? Is this clear to you? How do you have a make a key value pair? Any key you can provide. Right now I'm using string. I will tell you how many different data types you can able to use. But let's understand this for now. You have to use key and a value. Any key you can make. You can make my name, make a list of students and their phone numbers. You can say Rohit and his phone number. You can Amit and his phone number. Yes, but the thing you have written, guys, you did okay. If for a single student, this is fine, the single dictionary, but don't try to make a dictionary like this, Onik. Try to use Amit and his phone number, his address, and something. I will tell you a later. Like, let's go simple by simple. Let's say I
Okay,
make
sir.
dictionary A. Let's
Okay, sir. ठीक है.
I make a dictionary A. How can I access a single value, guys? Earlier we have been using what we have been using indexing. Fine. What is the purpose to make a dictionary? The main purpose of to make a dictionary, let's say you have 1,000 items inside your list. You can use the indexing, that's fine. You can able to extract the last element, first element. But if I say you extract me the name, this one, how can you extract that person information? It's not possible. So we made a dictionary. I want you, let's say Delhi has been stored at a 1,020th place, and I want you to find the values inside the Delhi. You don't have to find the index of a Delhi. You only can type the key value Delhi, and it will give you the access. The same way you use the index, na? Same way you guys use the index. We use the index like this. A and the index zero, something like this. Only have to provide instead of indexing the key value, and you will get the value, you will provide the key and you will get the value of it. Is it clear to you or not?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay, Manvi, just ask the doubt.
Sir, sir, if there is Delhi multiple times, then what will happen?
Okay, let's see. Let me see. Can I make? I told you, na. Just let me cover the topic of the dictionary completely. Then you can ask whatever question you have, because I know what kind of a question you have in your mind. Because I taught this topics like several times. Several times. I'm gonna show you everything when I do pop and repeat the value for this again. Now you ask the question. Let's see that. I will make same key and I want to, is it possible the single city has, okay, let's say it's possible the single city has a multiple or more than one capital, and I have to store their city and the capital. Let's say I will store 450 value, let's say 455 value to Delhi again. What will happen? Let's see. Let's see. It stored the value, but it is using only the first. Like, see, the value has been
Last.
updated. The updated value. Clear? We don't have to learn and cram anything in the Python because it is not possible, guys. There are so many different rules and different things you won't able to even able to find out. Even you have done the Python for 5 years until you reach that point. So I told you how to access a key. Okay. What if I want to change this value in future? Maybe the some new value will be assigned to Delhi. So I can update that value. How can I update that? I will use the same indexing method and I will provide the new value. Let's say 752. Now I can check the value, my dictionary again, and you can see the value for the Delhi has been changed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The new value has been assigned. Now you are asking, sir, can I assign more than one values? Is it possible? Yes.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it possible? You can assign more than one value to a single key. You can assign more than a one value to a single key. Is this clear? Till here, you let me know. or not?
Yes, sir.
Just try to stick with the point that I am explaining to you. Try to ask only the question to the relevant topic. If I will complete the topic, then you can ask any kind of a doubt you have. Let's say I will complete the sets, you can ask the any doubt about sets. Let me complete the dictionary first, then you can ask about the dictionary doubt in the dictionary first. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do the attendance, otherwise it will be left behind.